Welcome to Universal Tarot. My name is Robin, and today let's do a what you need to know right now style reading. Let's see what you need to know right now, baby. Let's see what's coming down the chute. Maybe something silver lining, something you need to hear, something you can't see, something you need to know. A leg up. This is all about getting ahead in the world, making things easier for yourself, easier for you. Just kind of moving ahead, moving on up, moving on up. Let's see what it means. Let's talk about it. Let's see what you need to know right now. Well, we have the Five of Wands in reverse and the Ten of Wands. A lot of wands here. Okay. Excuse me, what am I saying? My apologies. That is the Nine of Wands. So the Five of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Wands. How is this going to affect the collective, or how is it going to make them feel? The King of Pentacles. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And actions to take, steps to take, moves to make. Ooh, the overall energy is the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Actions to take are the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy, and the Magician. Wow, this is an insanely powerful energy here. We'll get there in a moment. So what you need to know right now is the Five of Wands in reverse and the Nine of Wands. This is tough message. The Five of Wands and the Nine of Wands, this is well, they've made it very clear. There's walking away, there's the end. This is a tough message. If it's not your message, don't be offended. If it is your message, it might burn a little bit when you hear this, or you're going to say, I know. But it's time to let go of victim mentality. It's time to know that the struggles have made you stronger and wiser, not weaker, not poorer, right? So there's an element of flipping the way that you're looking at some challenges, some barriers, some struggles that you've had in your life, right? There's this Canadian artist named Amanda Marshall in the 90s. She had a song called Everybody's Got a Story That'll Break Your Heart. Everybody has a story that will break your heart. All of us have gone through our trials, our tribulations, our initiations, our challenges. And this is just understanding that they don't want you to hold on to that anymore, that mentality. They want you to look at it like it was a lesson, a value, a positive experience, so that you can make things easier for yourself, so that you can move forward into the reality that you want to create, because you are a very powerful manifester here. So let's talk about the lesson, because it's easy to say, just forget it and move on. So for me, if I understand that lesson, if I understand that value, if I understand how it benefited me, then it makes it easier to be able to move on. So I apply that logic into my reading. So the Star. What's the lesson? It's the Star, the Ten of Wands, Death. The Two of Swords and the Two of Wands, being able to, and there's Temperance. So there's an element, like with this, there's an element here of being able to adjust, being able to change your mind, being able to go with the flow, being able to kind of the best example I can think of is hockey. So I'm Canadian. When we were kids and you play hockey, when they change shifts, they give the whistle, woo, and then the kids change shifts. But as the kids get older, they learn to change without the whistle and the stop, and they learn to go on the fly. They learn to change on the fly. They learn to adjust. And that's what this is adjusting. So you ran a 100-meter race, you came in last place. What do you got to do to adjust? Are you going to give up? Or are you going to change your training, change your coach, change the exercises, find out where the weak muscle is? So there's an element of being able to change, evaluate, and adjust as you're going along. But there's also an element of not letting things you can't control stress you out. So when you're going through a challenge and a barrier in life, your life's got you down, life's punching you, you're on the floor here, you're on your knees. You can focus on what you can't control and what you can't change, and you can do that, and that's going to create a lot of stress in your life because you can't do anything about it. And that's what they want you to stop doing. So it looks to me like you're focusing on what was, where you can't change it, or what could be, where you can't control it, or the things that other people are doing or saying, or the universe, and there's nothing you can do about that. And they want you to focus on you, what you can control, what you can do. It's a lot less stressful, it's a lot more concrete, and it'll allow you to see a lot more positive results. Okay, that's what you need to know right now. And how that affects you or how that will make you feel is the King of Pentacles. So when we think about the King of Pentacles, right, the King of Pentacles is a very self-aware king. He is the King of Pentacles, the material wealth, but he's also the king of self-awareness. This king knows himself. What makes them so stable, so secure, so successful, such a good leader or role model is the fact that he's been through a lot of shit, and he has alchemized that into beautiful lessons and into beautiful ascension within himself. So how this will make you feel or how this will affect you is self-awareness, success, stability, a very strong grounded energy, but most of all, confidence. Okay, now your actions to take and how they want you to move forward, baby, is the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. So we're going to start with this double here. The Four of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, it tells us that you're holding on to something from the past. Now, when we look at the Nine of Swords in this deck, it's highlighting the nightmares of the past. It's a little ghost or ghoul or goblin here. It's a little scary guy. So it's holding on to a negative experience. It's like having a nightmare, but never forgetting that nightmare and reliving it over and over and having that same dream every night. They want you to see that you're holding on to that. And this is about letting go. When we're the rock, when we're rigid, when we're resistance, we create suffering, and it's going with the flow. There's an element here, and I'm going to clarify the Knight of Cups and see what that is, because with the with the Wheel of Fortune and the Magician, this is time to see the power that you have. This is a card of alchemy, turning a negative into a positive, an obstacle into a blessing, but these are very magical. So you have the power, right? Like He-Man said, I have the power. You have the power, all the abilities, all the tools, and all the resources. The only thing that's holding you back is you. And it's because you're holding on to that experience from the past and that's preventing you from whatever this goal is, aspiration, something that you want. The Ten of Pentacles is in reverse, which means that you're not perceiving your own power, seeing how powerful you are. The Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. So this could be struggling financially with these two to be upside down, but it also can be giving your power away, not perceiving the power that you have, not understanding the power that you have, right? You're not Pinocchio anymore. No one's pulling those puppets, those strings, right? You're waking up and you realize, you know what, I am the Magus in my life. It's time I realize that I have that power. What's the Knight of Cups here? What is this Knight of Cups? What's the message behind this guy? Let me understand the Knight of Cups. What's the message here? Bye. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, the Nine of Cups. And there's the Star in reverse. These are your feelings about this past person. Okay, it's time to heal though. Okay, there's the Knight of Wands. So there's been going back and forth on this. The Knight of Cups here in this combo is your feelings. I wasn't sure if it was a person or an opportunity. It can be your feelings. So it's your feelings. And they want you to actually be appreciative to this person for what it is that they've done, what it is that happened, right? Because now they showed you their true colors. You know, if it's a job that underpaid you, let you go, now you realize it was a dead-end job. You weren't going to get where you wanted to go. So there's an element of appreciating because it showed you everything you don't want, but it also showed you how you feel about that, right? How you feel about that person, how you feel about that experience. So there's a feeling that's really being highlighted here, and they want you to realize that feeling, they want you to turn it into a beneficial feeling, right? Instead of being, you know, if your heart gets mad or pounds or your palms get sweaty, you still have resentment or anger. They want you to see that what this person did or what they showed you was a benefit to you. Because now you know. It's better to know than not to know. Okay, so they want you to move forward understanding that, acknowledging those feelings, not ignoring them, but really realizing that holding on to those negative feelings is preventing you. They don't want you to do that anymore. It's not fair to you. That's what you need to know right now. So let's grab some oracles. Let's see what they want to say, and then we'll jump back into the tarot. We'll see what else comes through and what else you need to know right now. So what do you need to surrender to, darling? You need to surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Go with the flow, baby. Be the water. Be the water. All right, you don't want to be the salmon going against the current. That ain't cool. It's a lot harder for you. All right, well, the spirit animal, Butterfingers, spirit animal message is the hedgehog. Trust. This is a reminder that even if you feel that others do not understand you or get what you are doing, it is no excuse to curl up and hide. Yeah, you might need a little space right now, but the world needs your gifts, so know that you are more than worthy. Final message, and we'll get back into the tarot. What is the Akashic Record? What's the Akashic Record message here, baby? What is the Akashic Record message here? Akashic Record. What you want to say to the collective, baby? What is the message here? Patience. Patience is a virtue, baby. Patience, okay. So you are being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning the way that you want them in this moment. So have patience, because it will work out. And that's that. Go with the flow, and it'll work out in divine timing. So there's still that little bit of healing that needs to take place for your frequency to be ready for that. Okay. Well, let's see what else you need to know, need to hear, need to be aware of. Let's see what else you need to know right now. Spirit, talk to us, baby. Talk to us. All right, there's the Hanged Man. A little bit of Yeshua energy in the building. The Ace of Pentacles. There's the Two of Pentacles. This is building foundations within yourself. Okay. The Emperor. And there's the Eight of Swords in reverse. There's something about yourself. There's a dogma or a belief you have about yourself, and they want you to release that. Ooh, the Queen of Wands is here in reverse. Could be a lack of confidence. The Six of Wands is in reverse. And there's the change. So they want you to let go of a belief that you have about yourself. They want you to realize that that's affecting your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your foundation here. It's affecting your manifestation. It's a general reading. I'm not sure how specific they'll let me get. It could be confidence. It could be self-doubt. Can you let us know about that dogma or that belief? There's the higher. It's self-confidence. The Hierophant and the Queen of Wands is here, and they both were in reverse in that previous spread. There's the Eight of Pentacles. So it's the dogma, the old belief, that element is not 100% believing in yourself. So when we talk about manifestation, right, we can work towards it, we can visualize it, we can repeat it. But if we don't believe what we're doing, it is the missing link, and it is something that is missing in a lot of people's manifestation. It was missing in mine for a long time. I learned that from Billy Carson, that the missing piece is believing. So they need you to believe that you can do this, that you can release and forgive and let go, right? Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. So it's kind of time to really believe in yourself in order to ground yourself into this realm, into this reality, and really realize the power that you have. The Queen of Wands is a very confident queen. She's a very spiritual queen as well. And with that Hierophant, this is believing in yourself. And this is knowing that you can do whatever you want to do, but you have to believe it. You got to believe in you, baby. You should be your biggest fan. So they want you to change the way that you're looking at yourself as well, and change the belief system you have ingrained. Now, remember, if there's a subconscious blockage, sorry, there's a little fuzz here. Let's say this is something that happened when you were a kid or a teenager in your 20s, right? If there's a subconscious blockage there, your subconscious blockage, it's reprogrammed during the theta brainwave. So in the morning when you wake up, and the night right before you fall asleep is the best time to reprogram those blockages and those glitches in your subconscious that might be affecting you in a negative manner. Don't forget too, as per the Akashic Records and the teachings of the Akashic Records, it could be what I call cellular memory. It could be built in from a previous life. So there's that element of repeating your affirmations and repeating what you want, because your subconscious is going to work on repetition. So reprogramming that mind to believe in yourself, repeat that in those times, and in due time, it will reprogram and that subconscious blockage will be removed. Okay? Is there anything else you want to say? Anything else that, needs to be mentioned in this reading? Anything else, baby? That's what I got. All right. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. I do hope it resonated and benefited you. And as always, if you like your reading, if you like my style, I do ask that you like, comment, subscribe, for it helps my channel to grow. Thank you. I always appreciate your support. And let's close it off with your final message today, baby. What's the final message today? If you feel burnout setting in, if you feel demoralized or exhausted, it is best for the sake of everyone to withdraw and to restore yourself. Walk to your favorite coffee shop for an afternoon pick-me-up, or brew a cup of tea as you take a few minutes to reflect and recharge. That's what I have. I truly wish you the best of luck. Until next time.